I'm Mike J in your foxhole till I have a seat spin. Sit a pretty ass in this Benz behind a dark tent. You in the presence of extravagance. Settle down, Cuban link chillin'. Freezing on my textile, watch match my sentiments. How could you slumber like I gave you number coke in these quotes? Like I'm running numbers, styling with the Jews. Shot slam, hollow cars, busy chasing money, no time for the blues.
What's up, YouTube? Shout out to all the fellow human beings out there, and thank you for tuning in once again to the Viewturistic YouTube channel. Today we're going to be doing Viewology episode number 13, and it's called Viewturistic Dreams. This episode is all about the importance of identifying and actually doing what it is that you love to do in your life, what you're passionate about, and not letting anyone else dictate what that passion is or what it is that you want to do in life that makes you happy. That's the key factor of what it is that I'm talking about. No one else has to live with your choices, consequences from your choices, and no one else has to lay down with your conscience every night but you. You have to make sure that you're doing what it is that makes you happy. Living a life that doesn't involve you doing something that you love to do, it can be absolutely miserable. I've been there before. I'm sure some of you have been there before. Some of you might even be at that point where you're trying to discover what is it that I'm passionate about? What do I love to do? What do I want to do in my life to make me happy? Matter of fact, some of you might be at that point where you know, but you're scared to take that leap of faith to go ahead and do what it is that you love to do. I don't care if that's being a janitor, master of the custodial arts like Dave Chappelle said in Half Baked, being an educator, professional athlete, movie star, if you want to make YouTube videos, whatever it is, if it's what you love to do, find a way to make it work, because I'm telling you, there is a great amount of joy and a great amount of confidence that you receive from actually doing the things that you love to do. For example, I'll talk about my own personal experience when I was going through college and trying to discover what it is that I was passionate about, and actually taking the leap of faith to get into the point where I began doing what it is that I'm passionate about. Now, I had to use a few stepping stones to get there, but that's where the delayed gratification comes in at. Sometimes you don't get the immediate gratification of doing what it is that you love to do. Sometimes you do have to jump through a few hoops, go through a couple obstacles. But as long as you know that you're on the path that you want to be on to get to where you want to be, that's the most important part. Now, going through college, traditionally, put it like this: I received a bachelor's degree and I received a master's degree. A lot of people look at me and feel like I should be living a certain lifestyle, working a 9 to 5. I actually do work a 9 to 5 right now, but I'll get to that in a minute. A lot of people feel like they know what's best for me, and I've discovered this through conversations with people when I tell them what it is that I'm passionate about. People feel like I should be working to move my way up the corporate ladder, to get to leadership positions, whatever the case may be. Oftentimes when I have these conversations, the end of the conversation ends up coming to me asking them, now, is this something that you want to do, or do you really think that this is what I love to do? True indeed, I can understand why some people would feel like the route that I took going through college and things like that would lead me to that position. Things changed, my plans changed. The reason that originally why I went to college was because I was trying to satisfy other people's views of what they thought that I should be doing. And then when I got to a point where I discovered that I didn't necessarily want to take that route, I began to blossom, I began to grow, and I began to gain a lot of confidence in my abilities, my talents, and putting energy and devotion into the things that makes me happy. For example, making these YouTube videos. I have no clue how long it's gonna take before the right video gets to the right person, so that, you know, we have 1 million subscribers and I'm reaching hundreds of thousands, millions of people, whatever. I don't know how long that's gonna take. But ask me if I care. I do not care, because I love doing this. It is my passion to reach out to people and to motivate people. This is my journey. That's one thing that you need to keep in mind. When you let people know what your passion is or the journey that you want to take, be prepared to lose some people in your life, because oftentimes when your path doesn't fit the idea that they have for you, that they want you to take, sometimes people tend to drop off in your life, and that's okay. I know it's easier said than done, but it's true. That's the realistic way of thinking, is knowing that when you begin to focus your energy on what you're passionate about, everyone can't handle that, because everyone doesn't have the confidence to do that. For me, if I have to make 1,000 videos before I get to the point where I'm at the place where I want to be, then so be it. Whatever it is that you're doing right now, do what you need to do to get where you want to be, regardless of what anyone else has to say about it. The past couple episodes, I've been shining some light on a few books that I've been reading, some inspirational authors to me. Today is no different. The book that I want to bring attention to today, that I actually read this book about two or 3 months ago, is from Paulo Coelho. He's actually the author of The Alchemist, which is a very popular book for people who are looking for self-help or inspiration. But this book is called Warrior of the Light. Actually, on the top it says, short notes on accepting failure, which I talked about that before, embracing life, and rising to your destiny. This isn't necessarily a novel-like book, but there's a lot of short excerpts in here to give you daily inspiration. The back of the book says, the warrior knows that he is free to choose his desires, and he makes these decisions with courage, detachment, and sometimes with just a touch of madness. Now, I can relate to that because a lot of times when I tell people what it is that I want to do, they think that I'm absolutely crazy. I spent all this time going to college, getting a bachelor's degree and getting a master's degree to go out and be a motivational speaker and make YouTube videos and be a DJ. But so what? So what if that's what I want to do? That's the same thing that you should be feeling about the things that you're passionate about and that you want to do. So what? On some nights, he has nowhere to sleep. On others, he suffers from insomnia. That's just how it is, thinks the warrior. I was the one who chose this path. That's all to it. So if you're going to suffer because of the choices that you've made to pursue what you're passionate about, no one else has to go through that suffering with you. That's your choice to suffer. If I spend a lot of time and a lot of money investing in what it is that I'm loving to do right now, as long as it gets me to where I want to be, I don't care, and no one else should care. Another thing that he said is, anything of importance will remain. Anything useless will disappear. It's not the warrior's responsibility, however, to judge the dreams of others, and he does not waste time criticizing other people's decisions. Warrior of the Light. Pick this book up if you're looking for some inspiration on following your own path, following your own journey, and doing what you are passionate about. That last little quote that I read out of this book, that's really how I live my life. I don't judge what anyone else decides to do to make them happy, and I don't expect anyone else to judge what it is that I do that makes me happy. However, you need to understand that it's going to happen. In my line of work, I work with college students. I see them for their very first semester in college and help them plan out their first semester. I see probably 70%, no, I wouldn't say 70%, but a big chunk of the students that I see coming through my door, I can tell that they really don't want to be there. The only reason that they're there is because someone told them that they had to go to college, or they're just following the next step, the natural next step after high school, which is going to college. But I can see sometimes that in these students' eyes that what they're going to school for, or even going to college, that this is not what they're passionate about. And sometimes I find myself in an ethical dilemma, because true indeed, it is my job to promote higher education to them, to help get them off on the right path. But sometimes you just come across a student and you know that this is not where they want to be. Life is too short to not be in a place where you're happy and not doing it, or not thriving doing the things that you love. Another example that I want to talk about is when high school athletes, when they have an opportunity to go directly to the pros. You hear some people saying, they got to go to college first, or they need their education, or blah, blah, blah. Why though? Why? In my opinion, as long as they graduate from high school, if they have the skills and the talent to go make millions of dollars playing a professional sport, why not go do it? Go do what you love to do. Don't fall into the idea that you need to go down this one-size-fits-all path or journey that someone else has conditioned you to believe that you have to take. It's all about what's in here and what's going to make you happy. That's all we're going to talk about on Viewology episode number 13, Viewturistic Dreams. Don't forget to share these videos if you were inspired by them. Please share them, because someone else may be able to be inspired by them as well. Don't forget to tell all your friends and families and associates to come subscribe to the Viewturistic YouTube channel. Please comment below if you have anything to say about anything that we talked about in these videos, or this video specifically, or any of our videos. Like us on Facebook, Viewturistic. That's simple, just Viewturistic on Facebook. That's our fan page. If you have any questions, or if you want us to talk about a specific topic, you can send those to jacob.joshua8488@gmail.com. You can hit us up on Facebook, you can hit us up on Instagram, you can hit us up on Twitter, any form of social media. Just reach out to us. We really want to be able to be in your homes, be on your mobile devices, wherever you're watching us at. We want to inspire as many people as you can. So until Viewology episode number 14, keep viewing what you're viewing. If you can view it, you can do it. We'll see you next time. Peace.
Subscribe.